So in general, when we think of the move from a pandemic stage to an endemic stage, we are thinking more along the lines of this is not a virus that's circulating and all of a sudden is going to stop circulating. We expect the virus to continue circulating in our population, and at that point, it becomes endemic. It's something that either at low levels or sporadically will continue to pop up and be a public health threat to our communities. As we see more and more individuals become vaccinated and the risk of severe infections with severe consequences decreases, we'll have more of a complicated decision to make when it comes to what is our risk of infection. While we can think about relaxing our restrictions and perhaps not wearing masks in every single setting that we were wearing them in a year ago before vaccinations were widespread and available, we should still keep our masks because we've learned a lot from this pandemic, including how well a quality mask works to prevent transmission of SARS-CoV-2. So families and households will have to make that decision. Am I going to mask or not? It will depend on the activity. It will depend on those that you'll be exposed to. And it will also be dependent on the risk that you're willing to tolerate. While we can think of relaxing restrictions and maybe not wearing them in every single circumstance, there will be circumstances where we should be wearing them. I think there are some key lessons that we have learned and accomplishments that we can say are items that we can take forward, including the rapid development and deployment of vaccines due to public-private partnerships and advancements with government and industry to get vaccines developed and deployed to areas where they're needed. Also, we've learned that surveillance is a tool that we need to carry forward. So having early warning systems that detect any potential threat that's happening in any part of the world is important because it can affect us. No matter where you live, you can be reached by any pandemic.
Will it be another 100 years, do you think, before we see another pandemic like this one?
It definitely won't be another 100 years before we see a pandemic, one that's reached the proportions that this has reached, perhaps not. I mean, hopefully not. But for certain, we know that pandemics will cycle, and we can do our best to prepare them and learn from past experiences.